If cats could talk, a lot of people would be cancelled. You love your cat, but what if I told you that some of your everyday actions are hurting their feelings more than you realize? And the worst part, they suffer in silence. Small things that seem harmless to you might actually be making your cat sad, insecure, or even depressed in their own home. Have you ever ignored your cat when they came up to you? Or stared into their eyes, thinking it was a sign of affection? Well, you might be making one mistake after another, and at the end of this numero 1 Numa video, I'll reveal the one mistake that 99% of cat owners make without even realizing it. And it might be ruining your bond with your cat. Number 1. Ignoring your cat when they seek attention. Imagine you're excited to tell your friends some great news, but they completely ignore you, too busy on their phone. Annoying, right? Well, that's exactly how your cat feels when they come up to you for attention and you just brush them off. Cats aren't as independent as many people think. They form emotional bonds with their owners, and when they go out of their way to approach you, they expect a response. Maybe you've noticed this before. Your cat walks up to you, rubs against you, meows softly, and you're too busy to react. It may seem like they just walk away and move on, but in reality, they might be feeling rejected. And if this happens often, their behavior can change. Some cats become distant and cold, while others start acting out, scratching furniture, knocking things over, or meowing excessively. Has this ever happened to you? Has your cat ever meowed at you only to walk away frustrated? Let me know in the comments. And ignoring your cat isn't the only mistake that can damage your bond. Number 2. Making sudden changes to their environment. Have you ever noticed how your cat gets suspicious whenever you move things around in your house? Maybe you rearrange some furniture, switch something up, and suddenly they start sniffing everything like something is wrong. Well, for your cat, something is wrong. Cats are creatures of habit. They feel safest when their environment stays the same, so when things change too quickly, it can make them anxious and insecure. Now imagine waking up one day and discovering that someone rearranged your entire room overnight without telling you. You feel completely disoriented, right? That's exactly how your cat feels when their home environment suddenly changes. If you're planning to redecorate or move things around, the best way to help your cat adjust is to do it gradually, giving them time to explore each change on their own terms. But now comes a mistake that almost everyone makes without realizing it. And this one might actually be scaring your cat. Number 3. Staring directly into your cat's eyes for too long. Have you ever tried looking directly into your cat's eyes and noticed that they quickly look away? Or a lot of people don't realize this, but for cats, direct eye contact is a sign of aggression. For humans, eye contact usually means affection, trust, or attention. But in the feline world, it's a challenge. Think about it: if a total stranger just stood in front of you and stared straight into your eyes without blinking, wouldn't that be unsettling? Well, for cats, it's the same thing. When you stare at them too long, they might see it as a threat, making them feel stressed or uncomfortable. If you want to show affection through eye contact, slow blinking is the way to go. This is known as the cat kiss, a sign that you're relaxed and not a threat. By the way, have you ever noticed your cat avoiding eye contact with you? Let me know in the comments. Now, if you think only visual interactions can hurt your cat's feelings, just wait until you hear the next mistake. Number 4. Touching your cat's belly. Your cat flops onto the floor, rolls onto their back, showing their belly. And you think they're asking for belly rubs? Well, this is one of the biggest traps in the cat world. Unlike dogs, cats do not like belly rubs. In fact, their belly is one of the most vulnerable parts of their body. When a cat shows their belly, they're not inviting you to touch it, they're just feeling safe and relaxed. But the moment you reach for it, their natural instinct kicks in and they'll either scratch, bite, or run away. It's a common mistake, and a lot of cat owners end up getting scratched without understanding why. The best thing to do: respect your cat's boundaries. If they enjoy being pet on the head, behind the ears, or under the chin, great. But if their belly is off limits, don't push it. But now, we're getting to an even bigger mistake, one that might actually make your cat see you as the enemy. Number 5. Yelling at your cat. Your cat knocks something off the table. You get annoyed, point at them, and start scolding them. They widen their eyes, lower their ears, and run away. Now, here's the question. Do you think they understood that they did something wrong? The answer is no! Cats don't process scolding the same way dogs do. They don't connect punishments to their actions, they only understand that you suddenly got aggressive. To them, the only thing that happened was, out of nowhere, my human got mad and started yelling at me. And what happens next? Your cat starts to see you as a threat, and over time, the trust between you can break down. If your cat does something you don't like, the solution isn't yelling, it's redirecting their behavior. For example, scratching the couch? Teach them to use a scratching post instead of punishing them. Jumping on the table? Reward them when they use a designated cat space instead of pushing them off. This helps build a stronger and healthier bond between you and your cat. Oh, and if this video is helping you understand your cat better, don't forget to subscribe. I'm always sharing tips to help you improve your relationship with your cat. Now, if you thought this mistake was bad, wait until you hear the most common mistake of all. Number 6. Leaving your cat alone for too long without stimulation. You leave home for work or school, spend the whole day out. And when you get back, your cat seems distant, restless, or even a little upset. That's because cats need daily mental and physical stimulation. A lot of people assume that because cats are more independent than dogs, they don't need interaction. That's a mistake. Cats that spend too many hours alone, without toys or activities, can develop boredom, frustration, and even destructive behaviors like excessive meowing or scratching furniture. And here's the worst part: if your cat spends too much time bored, they may start losing interest in you. This is why some cats that were once affectionate start distancing themselves over time. But don't worry, this can be fixed. Leave interactive toys around the house. Set up shelves and high spaces for them to explore. Spend at least 10 to 15 minutes a day playing with them. It might sound simple, but this can completely change your relationship with your cat. Now, one thing is clear, your cat might not talk, but their emotions are very real. And now that you understand them better, maybe it's time to give your cat some extra love today. If this video helped you, comment below. How many of these mistakes have you made without realizing it? And of course, subscribe for more cat-related content.